So yeah, so pretty much where I left off, I believe I left off with Jingham pretty much saying that Marco was right after he threatened to kill him after if once he said if Marco ever tried to overshadow him like that again. So stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm pretty much close to the ending. So there are like three major things I have to address, and that's not including the big fight scene between, brother versus brother, Kublai versus Eric. So yeah, Meline apparently is being forced. Of course, oh fuck, damn, it's a hot ass day. Can't even say syllables and shit. But yeah, she's pretty much being forced to be, pretty much infiltrate Kublai's empire. Pretty much do what she do best: being a prostitute, sleeping with the most powerful men, and getting the information and leverage that Sadao needs. So yeah, that's pretty much all that was to be known about what she gonna do. Yeah, what else happened in this episode? Oh yeah, Sadao just found out that the Emperor had another child, a son. So you could tell by his, his expression on his face, he was not, really liking this, and he was caught off guard and shit. So besides that, Kublai and his wife Shabi have a conversation in regards to Eric's betrayal, and I believe a falcon was sent to Kublai, and he was saying about how his brother knows, how he enjoys, falconry and all that stuff. And Shabby saying that Eric is a dog that eats his own afterbirth, saying that pretty much she wishes that he be trampled by 1,000 horses, and that, that would excite her. She went on to say that he believes he could pleasure his women better than you, and Kublai replies, does that excite you? Stuff like that. She was saying that you shouldn't forgive him. You shouldn't try to like exile him like as a slap on the wrist. You have to avenge. You have to kill him because you put your son in danger and all that shit. So she leaves, and Kublai just really contemplates. A lot of contemplating in this episode for Kublai. So, anywho, you got the army. Kublai's at the head with Jingham, on his left. Marco and 100 Eyes are within the army, whatever. And Kublai says pretty much hit the guy on the left with the mask on his face to pretty much send word to Eric. They meet up, they're playing some game, and they reflect on fonder times. They reflect on the time in which Kublai was supposed to, I believe at the age of 6, supposed to kill a deer, and it was taking him too long. Yeah. And when he came back, pretty much, his mom was so pissed out for taking so long, he had to grind pots with the women, for 6 days. And Eric said that your father just got out the tent, and shit. He was drunk, and he was like, Kublai, you're supposed to go get the deer. It was a funny moment. And Eric was pretty much trying to tell Kublai that, what I was doing during those 6 days? I was sharpening my arrow, to go save my brother and all that stuff. As you can tell, that stuff from episode 1, it wasn't bullshit. They were genuine brothers. They actually genuinely cared about each other, but like Eric said, Eric was saying that he doesn't want to be Khan of Mongolia. I mean, he doesn't want to be Khan of China. He wants to be the Khan of Mongolia. And Kublai said that is rebellion, He's saying that, he was elected Khan of Khans, and then you have Eric saying, not by everyone, brother. And then Kublai stops him mid-stride, saying that his mother taught them that a wise ruler, and a long-lasting ruler allows subjects their way, their customs, whether Christian, Hindu, whatever. And then they pretty much separate, pretty much be like, what? Even though we love each other, the differences and the viewpoints between us are they're too huge to ignore, and we can no longer ignore them anymore. We just have to do battle, They kind of do like a brotherly, hug, put their heads together, wish each other a good night and good rest, and Kublai bounces. And then you have this really touching scene with Kublai speaking to Marco, saying, where do you think the merchant is tonight? And Marco's like, probably in the debris, And Kublai's like, yeah, on my Silk Road, talking to witches and shit, But it was a really powerful line he said, which he was like, I was about your age when I figured it out, when, you know what I mean, all that stuff. And Mark was like, what do you mean? And Kublai's like, I had to become the man that I wish that my father was. And just with that scene, it was such a powerful scene. And just because of the fact, I feel as though, just from that scene, I feel as though I can see a potential father son type relationship develop out of between Marco and Kublai, because you know how Kublai is. Kublai's not going to waste his time, on something that's useless, And I guess in a way he kind of sees Marco. I think he kind of sees Mark a little bit of genuine Marco, or vice versa, or something different from the rest, or something similar within himself. But I can't wait to see how the episodes elaborate more on that, the series as the season progresses. So yeah, we have this scene. You have an army, like it was so many fucking men just lined up across from each other, about to go to war. Kublai decides, you know what? Fuck this. This between brothers. We're gonna sell this. He tells his brother Eric, "You want Mongolia? Come and take it." They're going at it. You have Eric just getting off his horse. Kublai's kind of struggling, And you would think, just by comparing Eric's physique and Kublai's physique, that Eric is in tip-top shape, and that Kublai, even he's kind of fat. You would think he's like kind of let the partying, the drinking, and just being the ruler of everything, in Mongolia get to him. But you see that in terms of skill and fighting, those guys are pretty much evenly matched, But you can see that Kublai's a little bit off due to the partying and all that, extravagancy he been doing for I believe Lord knows how long. But pretty much the deciding blow in the battle came with Kublai pretty much sacrificing, I believe, his left arm to stab his sword straight through his brother's solar plexus. Man, it was really, the fight was just really graphic and bloody and brutal, just like it had to be, And then you have Eric sort of bowing his head down, accepting death. Then you have Kublai with that look like, man, I really don't want to do this. Please. Kind of saying to himself, this isn't real, this isn't real. Then the actor's his face is really expressive. He does such a great, way of just conveying all these conflicting emotions of love and betrayal and hate in him, in his face. And then eventually he just cuts his brother's head off, Eric's head off. And you know what? That's pretty much the end of the battle. And then you have Kublai saying to Eric's men, you know what? This battle is done. We move to the south now. Saying we are all Mongols and the world is for the taking. You know what I mean? We could take anything we want. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode, with Marco removing his helmet, sort of paying tribute to the fallen Eric. And you can just tell that Kublai was looking directly at Marco. You know what I mean? So like I said before, it's gonna be interesting because I see a father-son relationship, blossoming out of this. But we'll see. Thank you for watching my video. Like the video, if you can. Write down some comments, and that's it. Adios.